Your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. It's so good to see you. What a wonderful morning this is. And let's see. Captions. Do I have the right captions for today? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome. How are you today? And I'm so glad to see you. Listen, I just popped on, so it's going to take a minute for everybody to get in here and see what's going on. And so let's see what is happening. Let me take a look here. Yep. It's going to take just a minute for everyone to find me and to see that I am live and it's not Memorex. It is live and not Memorex. So while we sit here and wait, do y'all remember when I bought these last year? And I had this idea. It wasn't my idea. I saw someone crochet a circle and then put it in this, what do you call this thing? I don't know. Words are escaping me this morning. Okay, let me turn you down just a little bit. And so anyway, I saw these again and I'm thinking, I need to do something with these this year. I have to do something with them this year. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I have a feeling that, see, this one kind of doesn't even look round, does it? It kind of looks oval. That's weird. So I think what I'm going to do is find a different pattern, because the pattern that I was following, it was too big. So obviously I didn't have the right yarn. I didn't have the right whatever, hook size or whatever. And so it just looked sloppy, right? And I had a hard time getting the crochet into this area here. Like, it was just too thick. So I think what I'm going to do is crochet and then hot glue to this side, hot glue, and then when you turn it, like, so the fabric will be on this side, so it'll look pretty on this side, but then when you turn it, maybe in this little section right here, see this little section right here, right in here, maybe what I'll do is like put a little chibi or a little applique or something to make it look like there's something sitting there. Maybe I can even find some little figurines, light figurines. I don't know. I think I really kind of want it all to be crochet, right? And then just kind of hot glue that in there so that when I do hang it on my Christmas tree, no matter which side is showing, it will be pretty. So instead of trying to go like open this up and make the fabric go in between, which was horrible last year, I'm thinking about just hot gluing it. What do you think? Anyway, I'm interested to hear what you're thinking. I'm thinking something along the lines of a little granny square and then turning it into a circle and then hot gluing it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then, like I said, then on the other side, maybe putting something there. So anyway, my creative juices are flowing for Christmas this year. I'm not buying any more of these. I've got several, like right here, I've got 3 of them. And I believe I might have a couple more somewhere, but I don't need a whole lot for my tree. This is something that I won't be, giving away, like I did last year with the one set of ornaments that I made. This would just strictly be for my tree. And maybe what I'll do on one side, I'll do a crochet. And then what do you think about this? On the other side, like cutting out a photo of someone, like around them, right? And then hot gluing it on the other side. So that's kind of framed. So on one side, it would be the crochet. And then on the other side, it would be the crochet as the background. And then hot glue my favorite humans onto the crochet on the other side. It'll be kind of like a shadow box, right? What do you think about that? I don't know. So anyway, come on in and let's chat, okay? Cree, hello to you. How are you? I hope you're having a great day, great Wednesday. And Connie says, howdy, Barbara, my favorite honey bun. How are you doing today? I'm doing great, Connie. I'm doing great. I can't wait. Oh, she's drinking coffee and crocheting carrots. That's awesome. That is awesome. Listen, Connie inspires me so much with her. Sorry about that. That was Roxy. Somebody came in. She said, I got to go check this out. So, Connie inspires me so much with her holiday crochet. She is currently working on, she finished her Easter tree, and now she's working on, or she's preparing for a patriotic tree. And this year is the 250th birthday of the United States. And so this is kind of a big deal, right? And let's see. It is okay, let's see. Semi-quincentennial. It's a semi-quincentennial. And I think it's because I remember when, and now this was a long time ago, 50 years ago, when we had our bicentennial. So it was the 200th birthday of the United States. And what a fun year, because there were flags. There were, like, we went to Disney that year, right? And so we were like, they were doing the patriotic marching and the fife and drum, and it was just really, really fun. Like, everything was patriotic, and I really enjoyed it. That was where I just first got my love of America, where my patriotism was born, because of the 200th celebration of America. And so here we are 50 years later, and my grandchildren are getting to experience that same patriotic pride. Only this time, instead of bicentennial, which was easy for me to say, they have to say semi-quincentennial. And let me see, United States semi-quincentennial. So I'm saying it because I'm like, let me keep saying this. Oh my goodness. You think I need some gnome in my life, Connie? Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Good morning, my sweet, sweet sis Naomi. How are you, sweet girl? So yes, I just started streaming 8 minutes ago. Yes. Not too long. And so let me see if I can add this. Okay. So this is what it's called, the United States semi-quincentennial. 250 years. So yeah, it's kind of exciting, right? It is. It's a big deal. 250 years. Now, for some countries, not such a big deal because they've been around a long time. But for us, the way we were born into grasping freedom for all, that's really, really special, really special. And so, anyway, cheers to you. My first question to you is, what's in your cup? I have some hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. And yeah, I am enjoying it. Mm. Today was a little weird kind of a morning because when I got into my craft room here, I could not get my laptop to turn on. It wouldn't turn on. I just had this black screen. I kept, like at first when I got here, it was on, but it was just a black screen. I couldn't get it to do anything. So I hit the off button, the on off button, and it turned off. But then I couldn't get it to turn on. So I had to go to my phone. What do I do? What do I do? I can't get my laptop to turn on. So it told me how to do a hard reset. That worked. But then I had to jump through some more hoops. And then I had to see if my StreamYard would work because remember, the other day I couldn't get my StreamYard to work, so I had to go over to Restream, and that created a little problem because people were over on the StreamYard scene on YouTube trying to get in, trying to watch me, and that one wouldn't open. So I went over to Restream, and then they were sitting there waiting for me to come live. And I was live on a different platform. So it made it really confusing. I didn't want to do that today. So that's why I didn't have anything up early because of all of this shenanigans with my laptop. And so anyway, too much information. I know, too much information. Sorry about that. But listen, tell me what is in your cup because I want to know. I want to know. I do. Oh, let me turn that off. There we go. And let's see. Let me go over to the theme. See, it did a default again. It did a default. Here we go. What's in your cup? Boop, 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 boop. And, oh my Lanta. Let's do a round. Okay, what's in your cup? And then let me change the color because I need to see a prettier color here. Yeah, I do. There we go. What's in your cup? I want to know. And so there we go. Oh, I had to reset everything. Everything. So let's take a look at the chat. Yeah. So raise your hand if you think Connie should do a video and show her stuff. We have missed you, definitely. We have missed you. Yes. Yay, yay. Okay. My phone is still on too. So I want to know what's in your cup. And then I do want to know. That's right. Connie said, Barbara, I'm thinking you need some gnome in your life. I think so too. Connie has finished her coffee. Now she has water in her other cup. Naomi was doing dishes while she was waiting real quick. She says, I was lazy last night and didn't get all my dishes done. Listen, I don't think that is lazy because you were so busy yesterday. You were so busy yesterday. Okay, let me silence my phone. There we go. And let me go to the weather because that's my next question. That's my next question. Ah, you think that we need to do a live together? Yeah. I have almost all my days taken up. Isn't that funny? We'll have to come up with a um, mutually acceptable day of the week, right? Yes, we will. Naomi, she's giving me some highs. Hello, hello, hello. Thumbs up, hi, waving. She got on the yeah, she got on the wave train, the love boat. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. So, overlay. Let's see. I don't know. Huh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. Connie says it's 68 there. And oh, you're thinking midnight? You know, so this is really weird. Are y'all ready for a really weird thing about me? When I go to sleep, I can crash. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I go, I need to go do something with yarn. First of all, like I need a drink. Maybe I need a snack. Maybe I need to go do something with yarn. So I'm like, I'm in there doing things with yarn. Sometimes it's crochet, sometimes it's knit, but I'm doing things with yarn at 3 o'clock in the morning. I should just come in here and go live and say, who's with me? Let's do some knitting or crocheting together, right? Yeah, I should do that. I really should. Oh, for your questions. Oh, yes, she should do a live to show her makes. Yes, thank you, Naomi. She's saying yes, yes, yes. Do a live, show your makes, Connie, because you have some amazing makes. Amazing, amazing. Yeah. And Naomi says it's 70 degrees here so far. Oh, my Lanta. Connie says, my allergies are acting up and I want to share them with others. Just remember, sharing is caring. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So now tell me, what is your weather like? Sorry, I hit the wrong one. What's your weather like? So right now, it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit here. And it says real feel is 72. So, it's a little muggy. But let's see what the daily is going to be. Let's take a look. So, Wednesday, March 25th, the high is going to be 71 degrees and the low is going to be 50. And we've just got 0% chance of rain today, which is wonderful. What a beautiful day. I think I'm going to take my yarny work out on the veranda and I'm going to work out there a little bit. I am. And so then, of course, I cheated and I put this up. What is on your hook? I want to know. Let's see. You've been doing shorts. Yes, those little reels and showing things. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So let me put my phone down so that I can chat with you. I did complete another square. And this one is a larger square. So I did complete this one. So it has, now I know that it's not showing up as hot pink, but this is hot pink and this is mint green and this is lavender. And then this next row is kind of a creamy, pinky, tanny, peachy. I don't know. It like has different flavors to it, right? It's like a cream sickle with a little bit of, niceness in there. And so this is my finished object. I just finished it last night. Yeah, I finished this one last night before I went to bed. And so that one is another one that can go in my stack. I think I have any more in here. No, I don't have any more in here. So I'm going to have to bring these out and bring these all out so that I can count them again, because I'm not sure where I'm at. But the problem is that I have, okay, this is what I need to do. Get your act together. Okay, this is what I need to do is, oh, goodness gracious. Alrighty. Okay, that's that. So let me pull from this side. There we go. I've got yarn going everywhere. So I found the end of that. Let me put this in my cart. I have a 3-tier cart right here next to me. And okay, am I going to show you my messy craft room? Yes, I am, because I'm real like that. But this is my 3-tier cart. So you see that? It has 3 levels to it. And so right now I've got this baby on my hook, because I felt like maybe with the squares, because if you remember, we are doing 13-inch squares, so it's 10 rows of a solid granny. We're doing 10 rows of a solid granny and putting them together for donation to a charity. Good morning, Catherine. I'm sorry, I hadn't said Kathy. Good morning, Catherine. How are you? I am so glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. So I thought, some of them were a little bit flashy. And so I thought, well, I better make a couple squares that are solid neutrals like this. And so that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. So I started this one last night, really, really late. And so I can work on that one today. And guess what I have misplaced? My eye hooks. I as in 5.5. I have one, but let me show it to you. Oh, this one's okay. Yay. Oh, you know what? It was this one. Look at my 4.5. I thought that I had a chewed up hook in there, but it's my 4.5 one. Do you see that? Yeah. I'm not sure if this was dog or cat related, but why do they like to chew my hooks? I don't know. So, okay, good, good. I've got a good eye hook, a 5.5. That is a wonderful news. Wonderful news. Because I was like, I have this new project that I'm going to show you that I will be starting. And then I have another new project that I'm getting ready to start once I get the yarn in, and I have the yarn ordered. Oh, wow, this is cute. Okay, I am so easily distracted by cute patterns and pretty yarn. And let me show you what I just said. Oh, this is cute. So look at that. Isn't that cute? That is a scarf. Oh, and the pattern's on the back here. It's a scarf made with super easy stripes, red heart. And so obviously you just go back and forth and let the color change as it will. And so that's fun. That is really fun. Let me see what the pattern says. Let's see what kind of stitch it's using. Super easy, using Garden Party, two balls of the Garden Party. That's not bad. An 8mm hook. chain 3 at the beginning of the row counts as a double crochet. So you chain 17, and then 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook and 1 single crochet in each chain to the end of the chain, and you turn your work. So it's 16 stitches wide. That's not bad. 16 stitches wide, and then you chain 3, double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and you turn, and you just do double crochets. And you let the yarn do the work, the magic. And then look, it has a tassel on, or not tassel, but yeah, a little tassel on the bottom there. And using different colors of the yarn, that is pretty cool. 16 wide with a super chunky yarn, and just let the yarn do the work. I like that. This is a very, very easy, beginner-friendly pattern. Yeah. And here's the QR code for the pattern. If you are interested, just go ahead and scan that on the screen right now. And yeah. So I'm glad I saw that. That was on the super easy stripe yarn. So I think what I'm going to do is move my, see, I said I wasn't going to do it, right? I wasn't going to cart my super bulky red heart yarn from room to room, but I need to work on this a little more than what I have. Hi, sweet girl. Hello, baby. Go lay down, okay? Go lay down, baby girl. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to move my yarn, just what I'm going to work on, over to the cart. And because I don't currently have anything on the cart that I'm actively working on, except for these 10-row solid granny squares. So, yeah. Let me put this over here, and let me get these. Oh boy. Oh boy. So it looks like I have, oh, here we go. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to do this and lay that out there. And then this one that I'm working on currently, for this one, I'm going to put in the second or third row. I'm going to put that in the third row right now, because this is what I'm currently working on. I'm going to put my, oh, dare I put my J hook down there, or should I keep it up in the top? I think I'll keep it up in the top. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here is some blue cotton. Put that right in there. And this, all right. And then this is my, oh, yeah. Okay, this is my cotton, white cotton that I was using to do these. I have yarn ends all over the place. So these are the hexagon grannies that I was working on. And then I have this, wow, all this yarn is sticking together. Here we go. I have this cotton white that I was using. Let me roll this back up. I do still have, no, I don't think I do. I think I did the white on all of them. Do I still have some? Oh, I do. I do. Okay. So I still have 4 yellow that I need to put the white on with my cotton. And so yeah, just have these 4 left to do. I think I'll put this in the bottom as well. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's see what this pattern is. Oh, this is the Crochet Bandana by Hey Hey Crochet. And what I did was, do you need coffee? Come get it. Yeah. On where? I don't. That was the 23rd. You're watching the wrong one. Hubby thinks he's watching me live, bless him. But he's watching, bless him. He said bless his heart. Bless your heart. But he's actually watching Mondays. He's like, today's the 25th, right? I'm like, yeah. And he said, but then you got the national days as the 23rd. I'm like, no, you're watching Mondays. So this right here, it's the Crochet Bandana by Hey Hey Crochet. So what I did, because she has the pattern on her website, so all I do is go and copy and paste just the instruction part. I put it on a Word document and then print it off. So it's not fancy, but it does the work so that I don't have to keep using my phone, because my phone dies really fast. Okay. And so if I'm on my phone all the time for each row, then it takes up time. It just takes up my battery. And I don't really like to do that. So this is the pattern that I printed off for myself for Hey Hey Crochet. And this is the bandana. And I'm going to make a couple more of these in some more fun colors, because I really do like this. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So, okay, so I've got that over there, and then this over here, and then a brown. Okay, and then I have a blue. And this. Okay. So I am going to take that with me because I'm almost, like, I'm halfway there. I'm pretty sure we will. Okay, so I have a gold. I need this one. Okay, I need this one. This one is a cream. Cream. There we go. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What other colors do I need? I don't know. Yep, I think that's it as far as the colors go, because I have black. I'm going to use as the border. And oh, wait. Catherine. Hi, Catherine. How are you? I did notice you. I see you, and I got distracted. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And Connie says, howdy, Doran. Yeah. So, okay. Okay, your phone does it. It drains really quick too. Yes. 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 Okay. So we know that this year is the United States semi-quincentennial. Semi-quincentennial, say that 3 times real fast. And so, we're going to get into the summer, and, red, white, and blue is going to be really big. So I'm going to be working on some red, white, and blue. Connie's going to be working on some red, white, and blue for me, and I'm excited about that. I'll share more about that later once we get things going. And So that is really, really cute. This is 2026, the year of something new. And so I've already completed, check, January and February, check, March and April, completed those challenges. The next one is May and June, and that one is mosaic crochet. And so I'm getting ready to do something with that. I also want to show you, let's see, this is Mima Makes. So this is a pattern. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Mima Makes. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so let me show you this pattern, because as soon as the yarn comes in for this, I will be working on this. And I am very, very excited about this. Can you see that? It's called Imagination Quilt Crochet Along. The Imagination Quilt is a crochet patchwork blanket inspired by the book Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Each of the 16 quilt blocks is inspired by a character from the book. We will be working through the pattern together in a crochet along starting 1st of December. So that was 2025, the 1st of December. Well, I didn't see it in time. So I did not join her 1st of December. I was busy doing, all of my crochet Christmas stuff, right? And I just didn't see it. So the crochet along, the CAL, includes a detailed written pattern with step-by-step photo tutorials. And that one was released on the 29th of November on her website, Etsy and Ravelry. Supporting video tutorial included with your pattern purchase, a friendly Facebook group to share your progress, ask questions, and cheer each other on. There will also be a giveaway running for group members participating in the CAL. And then Anne of Green Gables read along hosted by Jess from Skein and the Stitch on her Discord server. And so you could click there to join for free. Now this is on, let's see. So her website is MEEMAKES. So Ma Makes. And so you can get the pattern. It is a paid for pattern. So, you purchase the pattern, and then she also has a link to where you can purchase the yarn, or you can just do your own colors and your own, you can decide if you want to do the weight yarn that she's using, or if you want to do a different weight yarn or a different content yarn, like if you want to do acrylic or cotton or whatever it is that you want. But she does have a link to Wool Warehouse, and they have a package put together of the yarn to make this blanket. And excuse me, it's not that expensive. I mean, like, you can buy the kits. Remember how on all of the different websites practically, but I'm mainly thinking of like Mary Maxim or Hirschner's. I think they even have kits, and they can get quite expensive. Now, I don't remember what the size of this blanket was. Let me see if, okay, behind the design, how to join. Okay, so the finished size is 115 centimeters square. It's a throw size. So it has 24 mini skeins, at least 75 meters per mini, or a total of 1,880 meters of contrast yarn. And then 4 skeins of undyed yarn, or 1,400 meters of background yarn. So anyway, so that's the fingering weight blanket. And then the Oh, the DK weight blanket is a baby size, and that one is 83 centimeters squared. So I think that the yarn that I purchased was, I think it might be a fingering weight, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So let me see what 115 centimeters, 115 cms to inches. Okay, here we go. 45 inches. Okay, so that's a 45-inch square for the large one. And then what was it, 82? 32. So 32 inches, 82 centimeters is 32 inches. Okay, was 83. So let's see, 83. So still 32, but a little closer to 33, not quite 33 inches. So that's like a baby size. So depending on what kind of yarn I get, I guess I will have either a 45-inch square blanket or I'll have a 32-inch square blanket. But either one is fine. I am a-okay with that. And so I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to show you the yarn when it comes in and to kind of go through the blanket. So that's one of the blankets that I'm doing. So let me see what happened. Okay. Excuse me. Catherine says, my box of Granny Square cards are coming in today, so I'll see them after work. That's exciting. Connie said also she is going to make a patriotic tree. So, yeah, she has been making holiday trees. So she kept her Christmas tree up and she has been crocheting, 100% crochet on these trees. And she does, usually something to go around like bunting or a garland of some sort to go around. And then she has ornaments, and then she'll do a tree topper for the top of her tree with whatever holiday she's doing. So that is really exciting. Naomi, you've been lurking. Hi. Lurk away. Lurk away. All righty. All righty. So, my coffee is good this morning. It is good. Okay, so let me see. I showed you this. All right. So what I was trying to do was get my yarn. I think I'm going to keep this too because this has the gold and the yellow on it. And I do need some yellow. Even though I have gold, a large gold, that one is in the stripes. And so those are colors that I don't have. Yellow and then the greens. There's two different kinds of greens in there. But this is what I was going to show you was my, oh, well. Okay. So my stack of squares. So let me just count them really quick because I already showed you all my squares, including that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this one is 11. 11, which I just finished last night. And then I started just a simple brown one, which I actually already have another brown one in here. So that's okay. That's good. A solid one is a good thing to have. I think I'm going to do, let's see, I have blue and teal and, I have 2 blues, 1 teal, and I'm going to have 2 of the light tan browns. And so that's good. I need to get some gray and do some solid gray. And that will be really, really good. Oh no. Catherine says it's snowing here. Oh my goodness. So she's going to be driving home in the snow. Yes, definitely be safe. Barbara Riggle Baker, hi, how are you? Welcome. Come on in. We're just chatting away today. And oh, okay. And remember the yarn? If you were on Naomi's live yesterday, she was looking for, okay, so I'm going to put a shout out to anybody that might have a Karen skinny cake. So it's round. It's called Karen skinny cake in the colorway mulberry. If you are, if you have an extra of that, or even just a partial, she will, she will buy it from you. And if you can mail it to her, that would be great. She lost at Yarn Chicken and she kind of would like to finish it. The blanket that she started, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, but she does need to finish it. It's a C to C. So of course, when you get to the end on a C to C, you can't just like on a horizontal working blanket, you can't just go, oh, well, I lost it. Chicken, let me just back it up and finish it there. She can't do that because she's going to miss a corner. And so, yeah, she kind of needs it. So if you have one of those, please, by all means, let us know. So, okay, so there's that. And then I want to show you, these are the squares that I've been working on. And I did do a couple new squares. I did 3 squares on Sunday. And so anyway, let's see, just real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And did I just lose one? No. Okay. So I have 9. I need 20. So I thought I had 10. Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Okay, so, and then this is the blanket that I completed and sewed in the ends on Monday, which is good. So I completed that. So I've got these in here. Hi, Roxy. Hi, baby girl. How are you, honey? How are you, baby? My baby girl. Go lay down, okay? Go lay down, okay? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. So my Roxy is sick, and so in order to give her food, in order to give her medicine, go lay down, baby. Go lay down, sweet girl. Go lay down. I love you. In order to give her her medicine, I've been cooking a scrambled egg, 2 scrambled eggs, and a slice of bread because one of her medications she has to have with food. And so in order to make sure she eats and gets a nice coating on her stomach, I do the eggs and then I do the slice of bread, 1 slice of bread. And so she is maybe a little bit spoiled right now because she has to have that medication twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening before we go to bed. And so she's been getting 2 meals every day of really, really yummy food, she says. That's yummy. And so she's a big, big baby. Big, big baby right now. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, Naomi. Let's hope that someone can come up with that yarn, right? Well, first of all, I think that maybe we could see if Catherine can find it. And if she can't, I couldn't even find it on, but I didn't look on eBay. I just looked on Amazon to see if someone was putting that out there. Okay. And also, a quick thing. So a really quick thing. My cousin Lori, her mom, my Aunt Dottie, is currently in the hospital. So if you don't mind, if you would just say a prayer for her. She's having a really, really, really rough time. She had to have surgery on a bed sore that had become necrotic, and her body was going into sepsis. And so, yeah, it's not a good thing. So she had to have surgery yesterday. And it's just a really, really hard time on her. And then also on the family, seeing her go through this. And so any prayers, good thoughts that you can send would be very, very welcome. Very, very welcome. Thank you, Connie. Thank you. And so let's see. Did you know that today, March 25th, is National Manatee Appreciation Day? So I spent almost 40 years living in Florida, right near Crystal River, Florida, which is famous for the manatees. And Crystal River, Florida, if you go to Southern Living, it's one of the top 10 places to visit in the South, Crystal River, Florida, so that you can go swim with the manatees. And I actually, on my birthday one year, a friend of mine had bought a Groupon ticket, and she took me with her to swim with the manatees. And so it was kind of fun, but kind of weird because we had to get into these, my goodness, right? We had to get into these diving suits, and that was interesting. And then we got to get into the water. Now, if you know me, I am not the strongest swimmer. But also, I don't like my feet touching anything on the bottom of anywhere. I don't want anything fuzzy or like leafy or anything like that touching my feet because freaks me out. And so when we jumped into the water in Crystal River, it was at the springs, Hunter Springs. I had a moment of a sheer panic attack. And I just had to deep breath and talk myself out of it. And I did. I was able to talk myself out of it. But it's definitely something that I'm glad I did. But I don't think I would do it again. Well, maybe I would. But this was in February, by the way, in Florida. So it was a little chilly in the air, right? Because Florida typically doesn't get really cold. And manatees converge in the winter in Crystal River, Florida, and other places in Florida, but in Crystal River, Florida. And so there's hundreds and thousands of manatees. And so the area that we were at, it had plenty of manatees. There was one little channel that that we swam into, and it or like a little cul-de-sac in the spring area. And that was the other thing, was the springs are very deep. And so I was like, okay, I don't want to drown. I don't want anything to touch my feet. I don't want a fish to come up to me. And the manatees are huge, but they're so gentle and so slow. And it was just really neat. Now, it is against the law to touch them, so I wasn't able to touch one, and which was fine. I did not feel the need to touch a manatee. Just being next to them, there was a large mama manatee with her baby, and it was just sweet to just be able to, and they gave you snorkels so you could like float on your stomach on the top, and you could breathe and just look at them, in the water. And so it was really, really fun. Now, when my husband was young, he actually lived in Crystal River, and this was before the time that it was illegal to touch manatees. And so he actually swam in the Crystal River and in the Gulf and in the Springs area where the manatees were. And he actually was able to touch them. They were very gentle. They would come up to him and he would, pet them and everything. But that was before it was illegal. So he had an even more in-depth experience with the manatees, but they had a boat, so they were out on the water a lot. I didn't have a boat. So this is my first time being in the water with the manatees. It was really, really neat, really neat. And I would highly recommend it. Like I said, I like had all this trepidation about different things, but it was fine. I survived. I talked myself out of my initial panic attack, and then I enjoyed the whole experience. I really did. And it was kind of invigorating, to say, oh, I swam with manatees. Yay. So anyway, I would highly recommend it. Let's see. Racine, hello, my friend. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you. Connie says, I've always wanted to swim with a dolphin. Oh, wow. Yeah, Connie says, I'm not a strong swimmer either. Deep water scares me. I like knowing that my feet can reach the bottom. Well, in some parts of it, I could, but most of it, no. Most of it, no. But the good news is when you're wearing a diving suit, it seemed to give you a little buoyancy. And then also, you let a little bit of water in there, and then your body temperature mixes with the water inside the suit, and it keeps you warm. It really does. I wasn't cold at all in the water. I was just really happy. Catherine, have a great day at work. Have a great day at work. Oh, yeah. Naomi says, I love swimming. I am part fish, I think, but I don't like to feel the bottom if I can't see it. Yes. If you can't see, you don't want to be touching the bottom. I agree. Oh my goodness. Your daughter is turning 39 tomorrow. My oldest son will be turning 39 on Easter Sunday this year. So we have babies just right close to each other. Isn't that fun? Yeah, and how are these kids getting so old when we're staying so young? I don't understand it. Do you? How does time work that way? I don't know. I don't know what it's all about. Oh, yes. Yes, I'm not a diver anyway. I am definitely an on the top of the water, doggy paddle kind of girl. I mean, I'm really not a strong swimmer and I do not dive down. I don't want water in my face if I can help it. I'm like one of those little princesses, right? Amy, you would love to do that. Hi, Amy. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And you would love to do that with the manatees. Yeah. Well, and at the time, like I said, my friend used Groupon. I don't even know if they have that anymore, but they probably do. And so she got a really good deal. It was like $28 for both of us to go snorkeling. And yeah, it was a really good deal. So anyway. Oh, you used to live in St. Pete and you would see them all the time around the docks. That's awesome. Aren't they just so cute? They're called the sea cow, right? The cow of the sea. But anyway, let's see. Yeah. So anyway, that was fun. And let's see. Ooh, it is also today, March 25th, is National Little Red Wagon Day. What fun can be had in a little red wagon? Do you remember? I don't know if this happened with you or not, or if you've seen, or maybe your kids, you did this with your kids or your grandkids. You get a little red wagon and you put them in it and you roll them all over, right? That's fun. That's a lot of fun. And kids love it. They love it. Of course, they love being, pulled around, wherever, around the yard, around the town, around your neighborhood, however you're going to do it. They love that. It saves their little legs from getting tired. They can get out and run when they want, but then they get to get back in that wagon. Sometimes I wish that there was a little red wagon that could fit me so that I could get pulled around all over the place. Oh my goodness. And then also today is National Medal of Honor Day. And yes, that is, let me see, that is a really, really important day. And let's do this. Medal of Honor Day. National Medal of Honor Day on March 25th recognizes all Medal of Honor recipients. The Medal of Honor is the highest military award for valor in the United States, and it was created on 1861. Wow. On March 25th, 1863, Secretary of War Edwin Stanton presented the first Medals of Honor Army to 6 members of Andrews Raiders for their volunteering and participation during an American Civil War raid in April of 1862. So those 6 members were the first to be given the Medal of Honor award. So that is pretty cool. And then it's also National Lobster Newburg Day. Lobster Newburg? Have you ever had lobster Newburg? I have not. And I feel like I am missing out. I really do. So let me show you a picture of this lobster Newburg, and you're going to start drooling. And I'm sorry about that. But I just have to show you because it's pretty awesome. Look at that. Lobster Newburg Day. Oh my Lanta. Doesn't that look good? All of that nice pieces of lobster with some kind of sauce, and it's in a bread bowl. Who doesn't like anything in a bread bowl? Oh my Lanta. I am here for it. National Lobster Newburg Day on March 25th ushers in a celebration worthy of a sea captain. An American seafood dish, lobster Newburg, includes lobster, butter, cream, cognac, sherry, eggs, and cayenne pepper. Yum! Delmonico's of New York debuted lobster Newburg in 1876. A sea captain by the name of Ben Wenberg developed the elegant and rich dish. After he demonstrated the recipe to restaurant manager Charles Delmonico, chef Charles Ranhofer made refinements, and they added the creation to the restaurant's menu as lobster a la Wenberg. It wasn't long before the dish grew in popularity. I wonder why they changed the name. Oh, there we go. However, an argument between Wenberg, drama, right? Drama. An argument between Wenberg and manager Charles Delmonico caused the dish to be removed from the menu. After many requests from patrons, Delmonico's returned the dish with a new name. And that's when the entree became known as lobster Newburg. So instead of Wenberg, they changed the W-E-N to N-E-W, left the berg on the end. Isn't that interesting? Here's a little fact that will do no good to you in the future, but it's interesting and it's fun to share. If you ever have lobster Newburg, you can tell that story. Isn't that funny? I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. That is so funny. That is so funny. Ambi Crafts Reads, hello. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. And then let's see. The big question of the day. big question of the day. I have been, I have been ignoring this for a little bit, and we need to get this straight. How many days until Christmas Day? 274 days until Christmas Day. 274, my friends. And we are soon going to be at the 250 mark and then the 200 mark. This year is going to slide by, but hopefully, we are going to fill it with all of these wonderful 2026, the year of something new, all of these wonderful new things that we're going to learn this year. And I hope that you come along with me as I learn new things. And listen, if there's something that you have always been wanting to try, this is your year. Trust me, it is your year. So I am really, really, really excited about this year. It's going to be so fun. So there's another pattern that I wanted to show you. I kind of shared it a little bit on Monday because I was looking at this particular yarn. But this morning I turned it inside out and I read the pattern. It might be a little bit confusing, but I think I got it. It's so good. So it's with this yarn, which is really, really pretty. Do you see how it like has twists to it? Isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. So, and the picture of the pattern is right here. It is called Crochet Stair Step Shawl. It says it measures approximately 78 inches by 36 inches. And you use 2 of these Karen cotton funnel cakes. Don't even know if they have these anymore. But this funnel cake is, I believe, 100% cotton. It is. It's 100% cotton. And I really like this. And this one is in the colorway lilac. So it has all different shades of purples and lavenders and whatnot. It's really, really pretty. A little bit of mauve in there. It uses a size I 5 millimeter hook. No, 5.5 millimeter hook. That's why I was worried because I was looking at that this morning and I'm like, oh, I think that's the hook that got eaten, but it's not. So it uses this. This is my trusty Clover Amour hook in green. And this is my 5.5 millimeter hook. So I'm glad that this is here. I have a shawl that I would like to make. It's on my list. And so it's interesting. It doesn't have an abbreviation. Oh, wait. Okay, it says abbreviations. Go to yarnspirations.com for the abbreviations list. So, but what is STS? Is that slip stitch? Is that what that is? A slip stitch? So it says 4 double crochets. Okay, so you chain 4 and then 4 double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook. So then you have 5 double crochets and you turn your work. Then you chain 3 and then 2 double crochets in the next double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, and you do that twice. So then you have 7 double crochets and then you turn your work. And then it says chain 4, skip the next double crochet and 1 double crochet in the next double crochet. Chain 1, skip the next, 1 double crochet in the next, and you repeat that. Now at the end of that, it doesn't say how many stitches you have. Isn't that interesting? Oh, it does. It says 4 double crochets and 3 spaces. So that's still 7. You have not increased anything on that row. So you have 4 double crochets and 3 spaces. So then on your 4th row, it says chain 3, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, do that twice, 1 double crochet in each stitch and space to the end of the row. So then you have 11 stitches and you turn. So then you repeat row 3 and you get 19 stitches. And then the next row, this is where I'm wondering. Chain 3, 3 double crochet in the next chain 1 space, 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, and you do that twice. Then you do 1 double crochet in each stitch and space to the last 6 stitches. Okay, that's what it is. STS is stitches. Leave remaining stitches unworked. Okay, so STS stands for stitches, not slip stitch. See, I read this really fast, right? And I was like, am I supposed to slip stitch in the last? No, you leave the remaining stitches unworked. And that's what is going to create that stair step effect. And then you repeat the 3rd and 4th rows twice more than the 3rd row once. So, and then you just keep doing that same thing, but it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the steps are the same size, dimensions, but the shawl itself gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So anyway, I am wanting to try this. And it's called Crochet Stair Step Shawl. And this is with the Yarnspirations Karen Cakes Cotton Funnel Cakes. So if you want this, this pattern, you could probably go to, since it's free on this, I'm sure that it's free on their websites. Go to yarnspirations.com and put in crochet stair step shawl and see if you can find that pattern. But it's not that hard. Thank you for letting me think this through with you. I really appreciate it. So this is super fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've got my big chunky, super chunky yarn to make the large granny squares. And then I have more of the 13-inch 10-row solid granny squares with 4-weight yarn to make. But that is actually for October. And so I've got some time with that. I've actually got a head start on that. And when we were talking about it, we were talking about making them while we were together. And then I thought, well, we could make some ahead of time if we want to get a head start. And then boom, I just started whipping them out, right? So we are way ahead of the game. I'm not worried about that. I need to actually put some of those aside so that I can work on other things. So I've got this blanket to make. I have this brand new shawl that I would like to start in crochet. I have another crochet blanket. Yarn is coming in the mail, and as soon as I get that, I'm going to be working on that. And that's the Anne of Green Gables crochet along. And I'm currently working on a knit shawl, so that's something else that I'm working on. When I finish that, I think well, I've got to come up with another project in knit. I like to keep one project in knit at a time since I'm so new with that. And this is my year of something new. And March and April, my goal was to complete a knit project, which I've already done. But this is a larger project. And so I'm really excited to see how this turns out. And I'm going to do my very first blocking ever. So we'll see. We will see. So I think that that's all I've got today. I did not crochet with you at all. I just talked. I am so sorry that I just chatted away and I hope you didn't get too bored. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you on Friday for our Friday fun day. Now, Friday is not going to be a phone call, and I didn't know it, but my hubby has an eye appointment on Friday. I thought it was Thursday, and I thought it was with his other doctor, but it's with a different eye doctor, and it's on Friday morning at 8:45. Can you believe that? So that's going to be an early morning, and that's okay. But what that means is that my live is going to have to be a little bit later on Friday. I might have to do, an afternoon on Friday. It would be the afternoon coffee and crochet. I know I did that last week, so that's why you won't find me on Friday early morning. But until then, I hope that you stay well and stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time. Bye.